everyone, it's Janabar and I'm joined by my guest tonight.
Who's going to murder later? No. Save me! Hello, I'm Ozzy.
Yes?
Yes.
Thanks
I'm
for
totally
interrupting me.
not scared for my life right now.
Yes.
You're welcome.
And welcome to the first episode of
Animania.
Anyway, I'm joined by a convicted pedophile.
Jesus, James. No, that's
We'll
not
cut
true.
that out.
That's not
We'll
fucking
cut
true.
that out.
Yeah.
Editor, cut that out.
Editor, cut that. That's not true. Just clarifying.
Okay, that's it. It's not true.
Yeah.
The allegations were never proven. And
Okay,
well,
sure you're just trying to you're projecting the blame, or something to try and cover yourself.
What? I would never store 7 terabytes of whatever you're suggesting, Ozan.
I don't know, guys.
Just ain't me. That just ain't me. I don't have a reputation for that kind of anime weirdness. No.
Sure.
Okay, I think we should mention.
Joking.
I think we should mention a bit about ourselves, and I think a good way to start that is our favourite anime character, if we have one in particular.
Okay.
I'm going to go for Nobue-chan from a show I've recently watched, Strawberry Marshmallow,
Yes.
or Ichigo Marshmallow.
Yes. Oh, I was thinking about it. When you say Ichigo Marshmallow, I think I have heard of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, my favourite show. That's not what we're talking about. My favourite character. I'm just gonna be boring and say Naruto.
Based.
Yeah, just be boring.
I think it's going to be funny. I think our favourite characters is going to be the opposite of we are.
Yeah.
Because my favourite
Probably.
character is going to be Nobue-chan, the older sister. Because I relate to her too fucking much.
Yeah, I get that.
Even the subtle fucking the really depressed moments, so she's really depressed.
Yeah.
But she's surrounded by, like Jeffrey Epstein was. She's surrounded by lolis.
Yeah.
So it really improves her mood. People say Epstein killed himself. He didn't kill himself. He was surrounded by lolis all his life. How could you wouldn't do that? Look at Nobue-chan. Look at how happy she is. It doesn't happen, folks. Anyway, Ozan, why is Naruto-chan your favourite?
I guess because he just has that confidence, doesn't he? And he's just so bubbly, and he just talks to anyone. Yeah. I'm so boring compared to the whole
It doesn't make me think of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're more.
I mean, I do have other favourite characters, but I just can't think of them
Yeah,
right
I think
now.
you're
Soul
more.
Eater characters. I do like Soul Eater because they're
Soul
creepy
Eater?
Halloween. They're not creepy. Soul Eater.
I really want to
Do you know
watch
Soul
it.
Eater?
There's a parody of the intro, and it's South Park.
Yeah.
Someone reanimated the intro, and it's just South
Yeah.
Park. Have you seen that Community yet, Ozan? The people who draw the South Park characters as anime.
No, I haven't. But you have to show it to me.
Yeah, there's a whole fucking community of it. Yeah, it's fucking.
South Park and anime. That sounds fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Kratos, Matt, and Trey are big fans of anime. Really, they've referenced a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Today.
should we say a bit more about ourselves? Because right now we've just said about our anime crushes and whatnot. You're with
Crushes?
us.
What?
No,
I was talking about who I relate to. My anime crush has to be. Fucking no, too many.
Okay.
Too many waifus. I'm in serious debt. I'm in serious debt, Ozan. They all want the money. I don't get to see any of the kids, Ozan. They don't give me. They don't. Why are you laughing? This is depressing, Ozan. This is fucking depressing. Ruined my life, Ozan. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, as you were saying.
You're such a good actor. The next Leonardo DiCaprio, or something.
The next, Bill Cosby.
You know what's so cool about Jell-O gelatin pops? They taste just like Jell-O gelatin. But they've got a handle. So, while your right hand is doing this, your left hand can be doing this or,
We are back from the interlude. So, earlier James was making the point about how he could relate to the character
Noburi-chan.
Noburi-chan. I keep forgetting the name. I keep forgetting the name. Just throw me in a bin. I can't remember anything. Anyways.
I like to Noburi-chan and Mew-chan.
Yeah.
But I always think of the Pokemon.
Noburi-chan. Noburi-chan. I will remember that. Yeah, I think it's interesting how we relate to characters, especially like when we're young, don't we? Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna say SpongeBob. I don't know why, but SpongeBob, Peppa Pig, like just as a kid growing up.
He was a really big icon to me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Inspired me to be soft and spongy. I don't know. But yeah, no. Just how we relate to them on an emotional level, and either look up to traits that they have that we wish we had, or just admire them. Even though they're not real.
Sexually.
It's interesting. James! Get out the door now! No. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. So, I think if we go back to, like, talking about anime, or ourselves, because we're narcissistic prats.
I think that is the podcast name. That is
Yeah. So, have you got, like, 3 favourite anime or manga?
I've been making a list.
Yes,
I've been making a fucking
my
list.
anime list.
You haven't seen the 3x3. I'm making a video on it too.
Yeah.
But right now, my 3 main favourites. It's hard to say because I'm watching so much more anime at the moment. Because unlike Ozan, I don't have a job. I'm a fucking neat, probably. If that's what that means. Or weeaboo. Or an otaku.
Yeah,
probably all 3.
Guys. He's got a body pillow. Save me. I feel like I'm
It's
next.
not a big one. It's a lolly. It's not a big one.
Oh God, James.
It doesn't take up that much room, Ozan. That's why I bought it. Come on. Anyway, yeah, my 3 favourite anime. Well, it's hard as I was going to say because I'm watching so many. So my list keeps evolving and changing as my tastes evolve. But right now, I'd say my 3 favourite have to be Highway Plus Goo, which is a good one about a young boy, a young Chota. He's living in a jungle. He's got an alcoholic mother, Wedder. She's hot. He's got a distant father. Yeah, she's baddie. She's baddie.
Yes.
She's fucking bad.
Yeah.
Guys, podcast is cancelled. We're turning it into it's harassing women.
Most of the stuff he says, guys, he's just joking. Just thought I'd clarify.
I'm 100%. I'm laying down my arms right now. I'm 100% serious. I'm the next Andrew Tate.
Oh God.
Anyway, yeah. Highway Plus Goo. That basically Goo comes into his life. She's almost I'm making this point in my review too, which is almost a Lovecraftian monster. She's limitless with her potential for chaos.
Yeah.
But where
she's brilliant though.
Where H.P. Lovecraft will make it horrific, or someone like Junji Ito perhaps more you'd relate to Ozan, like that kind of sense with the monsters.
Yeah.
They never explained why they're like this usually. They're just otherworldly and they're stress-inducing and they're terrifying.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no, yeah, no. When you say that, I can think of the connection between that character.
Yeah. It's that with Goo to me. Yeah. It's that with Goo because I've heard people say that comedy and horror are very similar, Ozan, and I think it's a good point because it's bound by getting a reaction in both genres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, extreme
and
reactions.
And like I've seen some jump scares where like they'll it'll be opposite of what you think's going to happen. And sometimes jokes can be like that.
Yeah.
The punchline would be the opposite of what you thought the punchline was going to be.
That is very, very true. Yeah.
So I definitely think there's definitely some realness to that. Yeah.
That's a good observation.
That's why I'm going to make
totally agree with that.
That's why I'm going to make an Alex Jones speech about why Guru is actually a Lovecraftian monster, Ozan. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back and forth maybe. What's your first favourite?
Okay, I can't say Naruto again, can I? Growing up as a kid, definitely Naruto, but what else? Oh, I do like, in terms of Yuri, because I'm a massive Yuri fan, when I read manga, that's what I mainly read. But I would say Bloom Into You.
Bloom Into You? I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, it's just like a cutesy high school romance between 2 girls, and one of them's kind of asexual, like...
Dope.
Yeah. And I think it's got a good bit of exploration on that. And it was just like the first Yuri that's actually been done really well and doesn't have those like kind of stereotypical weird traits of Yuri anime.
Oh, it's an anime. So
yeah.
I lost my thought.
It is a manga as well. I did start reading some of the manga.
Dope. Yeah.
But I did watch the anime series, and I finished watching the season of that.
Good. Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's so good.
You got me thinking though when you said childhood like manga and anime and all that.
Yeah.
I was Pokemon. Did you ever watch Pokemon?
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't
I've
even
seen
realise.
a bit of Pokemon. Yeah.
The original Pokemon anime series, the first couple of seasons, I got them on VHS up there. But yeah, it's like that. It's like I think that's why I like Hare and Goose so much, is because like it reminds me a lot of the first seasons of Pokemon, folks. If you like the first seasons, I don't know why I'm saying folks. I'm not American. I'm not Bugs Bunny. But
he is Bugs Bunny secretly. He likes a lot of carrots.
I don't like fucking cheeseburgers like an American.
Oh no, that's true. He does like burgers.
I like Five Guys and
Yeah.
Popeyes. I like the Toma wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
sorry.
are you saying about Pokemon?
Yeah. But I think that's what's kind of cultivated my taste in anime, definitely, is that kind of sense of, I'm writing about this too in my review, the sense of nostalgia. Do you get that, Ozan? Do you have, like, with your favourite anime, is it like you're realising, oh, this reminds me of this from my childhood, this reminds me of Pokemon from my childhood, or Naruto in your case?
Yeah, I suppose I do get the nostalgia sometimes. I think for me it's sometimes just remembering those times, like being a kid. I don't always like watch anime and get reminded of another show. Sometimes I do, but it's more just it reminds me of, oh, when I was a kid and like, you know, I'd come home and I'd be watching Naruto, or I'd be watching Pokemon, a bit of Pokemon, because I also remember finding like those two characters, Jesse and James, annoying. Because like every episode, every episode it was the same shit. Just
the
like
podcast's over, it's cancelled. Get out of my house.
Jumps out the window.
We're blasting off again.
Yeah. No, that's the bit, because it's just the same every episode with them, and that's why I don't know. I guess I just didn't like that part.
That's an interesting
it's too
take.
Samey.
I've heard people say that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too the same. Blasting off again.
Yeah.
It's like a gimmick, you know, where you have relatableness with the main character and things like that, but then you have it with the characters that you're not supposed to like as much, so it just makes it annoying, in my opinion.
That's an interesting point. Yeah. Do you mind repeating it, because my mind's killed itself?
Yeah, that's fine. Come back, James's mind. Do I need to resuscitate your mind? I have no idea how, but like, so sometimes you have those like little character traits or like things or sayings that the main character would say in every episode, or more or less every episode, but they do it with the characters that you're not supposed to like, which makes it annoying to me. But I suppose because like they're not the most worstest characters in the world. Worstest, that's not a word. You mean
bad people having catchphrases?
Yeah.
Well, you should have been there in World War II, Ozan. The Nazis, they had their catchphrases. I think it's quite realistic to reality.
I mean, I suppose the bad guys
They'd go up on
have
stage and, you know,
as well, but
I think that Hitler guy, the more I learned, to quote Norm Macdonald, the more I learn about him, the more I think he's just a rotten bastard. But you know, that's just my opinion, Ozan. I don't know what to he would stick his hands out. I don't know what he was pointing at or looking for. No one ever helped him. It's confusing.
Clarity from all the shit he's done.
Bit of what?
Clarity from all the shit he's done. He's like searching for a bit of clarity.
Yeah. It was a shame he never got that. Poor guy. Yeah. Anyway, back to anime.
Yeah. This is not World War II. Not World War II podcast. But yeah, so I suppose the bad guys do have that.
Our next review will be of Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah.
The start of anime as a whole.
Well, actually, bringing that's made me think. Like, it's quite interesting how some shows have got like anime adaptations, like Les Miserables. I've not seen that though, but Romeo and Juliet, I've seen that. Romeo and Juliet has an anime adaptation.
I know it has a manga. I saw a manga in a store about it.
Yeah.
Have you seen that shitty manga of Spirited Away where they just screenshot the movie and they put it in a manga and they put textbooks? Yeah.
Oh,
it's much. The only reason I could see someone buying that is for like art reference, because I guess it's a cheap art reference way. But it's literally screenshots, Ozan. They didn't even try. They didn't even put it in their own style or anything. But it's being sold. It's been probably bought by artists who think, I could cut this out, put it on my board, put it on my rooms. There's a picture of the main lolly.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe they're just like on tight deadlines or something. I don't know. But yeah. Don't know.
It's a shame though. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Waste of a product, really, isn't it? Yeah. I know what you mean.
Isn't there? Yeah, because it's like just recycling what you've already done in a way, which in some cases, you know, when you've got to speed up time.
James, if you're editing this, put up an example of you recycling what you've done. Fuck yourself over.
Yeah, because do you still do a bit of music? Because James, you know, we both went to college.
I think that's a jump, Ozan.
Yeah,
he does music. He recycles.
Yeah.
You know that drum pattern? That
Yeah.
I heard that on another song, James.
Yeah.
You're not original. So they've done that, James. They've done rhyming.
Yeah.
Tupac did it in the 90s.
Yeah.
You're not original, James.
Don't be so mean to yourself, James. One day you will create a masterpiece.
Yes.
Just keep going. I feel like Mr. Miyagi now.
Who's
James,
Mr. Miyagi?
one day you will create a masterpiece. Mr. Miyagi, he's like he's a sensei from Karate Kid. He's very wise. That's what I mean, because I'm being wise.
The Kanye song, Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Dun.
That's the guy. Yeah. He's
Kanye
brilliant.
drop it. Kanye drop that
You need
song.
to watch Karate Kid if you've not watched Karate Kid.
My second favourite anime for this list has to be... My third favourite anime for this list has to be... Anyway, Ozan, what's your favourite manga?
Do you have a second favourite or third favourite?
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Maybe it's one of the sus ones, guys. That's why he doesn't want to say.
Boko no Pico. No, for real, it's I had to think off my head then, but I'm pretty sure it's Fooly Cooly.
Yeah.
Is it on your list as well, Ozan? Can we consider this a combined entry?
I like Fooly Cooly, but I don't think it's my favourite one, unfortunately.
Fuck.
It's like in between. It's an in between one. I do quite like it. It's interesting.
Yeah. It's got a. I've got a sense of nostalgia for it. I don't know exactly I'm not sure it's the music or what is exactly about it. But I think, as we've mentioned, there's a sense of nostalgia to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. What's your second favourite then?
I see what you mean now. I quite like it. I'm not sure it's my favourite, but I do quite like the Devil May Cry. Oh no,
cool.
Sorry, not Devil May Cry. Devilman Crybaby.
Yes, that's a good one.
That is good.
Yes,
it is. It's fucking
Yeah.
gut wrenching
The
towards
ending's
the
gut
end.
wrenching, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the
music gut wrenching is the right
I remember
word,
the music
but,
being
like,
dope in that too. Yeah, the music was
oh
really
my God.
intense and
I remember when we were still doing college work, I think we were in our last project, and I'd just literally be listening to the soundtrack of that in the background, just like trying to like do serious work. Like,
I was a bit ago yesterday I was listening to the Oppenheimer soundtrack while filling out a CV.
Yeah. Badass. Training to be an assassin or something. I don't know, I've not seen Oppenheimer.
You haven't seen it?
I do want to see it.
It's
though.
the most stress-inducing soundtrack, Ozan.
Oh yeah.
It's the most. When you see it, you'll realise why it might not have been a good idea. But let's see, maybe I'll get the job.
Yeah.
Well, my last one. My last one has to be. Hold on, shit. I had a list, but I'll think off my brain. Come on, James. Come on, James. You got this. James is conscience.
This.
You got this. You got this, bro.
James. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, guys. No, he doesn't.
No, you're sounding like my head right now.
I'm just joking. I'm joking, James. James, you got that. What about I know I don't know if this is like a favourite one of yours, but you know that Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro track? Do you like that one or not really?
I think Goo tops it for me. Howie and Goo tops because it's a similar concept, and Howie and Goo's got more episodes.
Yeah.
And a deluxe with 6 episodes, and a movie I still haven't seen but got slightly spoiled for. So I might. I think I'm gonna be cheap. I know it's one I've just recently seen, but I did like the show quite a lot.
Ichigo.
I'm going for Strawberry Marshmallow, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going for Ichigo Marshmallow. Yeah. I'm betting on my girl Nobu-chan and Mew-chan and Chika-chan and Anna-chan. First anime I know all their names.
Yes.
Well, sometimes it just falls out the fucking. Sometimes I'll be thinking like, I should review that, and then I'll be like, what the fuck were they called? Fuck, I can't fucking. Or it's worse than manga, because at least with anime you can check and know how they're pronounced.
That is true.
Yeah, manga you have to go off your head. I know this book's now called
I was going to say, James, you know we do have something called the internet.
Yes,
so...
I know. To be fair, yeah, I did that for one manga. I'm thinking of a few now.
Yeah.
Be very afraid of Kaneko Inuki. I fucked that up probably, but you know.
I think you did alright.
I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm going to get a lawsuit.
Pronunciation of manga. I think you did okay.
Yeah. I got a review idea for that. Yeah. Regardless, what is your last favourite, Ozan?
Oni Chi-Chi. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. What is my last favourite one? I'm gonna go with the manga this time.
You can't, it's anime.
No, it's anime and manga, isn't it? Are we doing both, or are we just doing anime now?
Separate.
Okay.
Separate.
Oh, anime.
We need to pad out the episode.
Anime.
We need the YouTube ad revenue.
Okay.
If we can make money off this.
We need.
If we can make money off my failing YouTube channel, then stretch
we need to
it.
Get the food.
Stretch it.
We need to go grocery shopping, so we can live and survive.
Food Wars.
Yeah, Food Wars. I actually do like that one, but it's not my favourite one. That's brilliant. That was brilliant. Though. That was brilliant. Okay, so another favourite anime. I think I had one in my head, but then it went.
Oh no.
It's so annoying it went. Oh, I did mention Soul Eater earlier.
Soul Eater.
I have there's a place in my heart for Soul Eater, or there's another anime quite like it called The Grey Man. I really enjoyed the Grey Man series. It's very much like Soul Eater.
Cool. I haven't seen either of them.
Yeah. Oh, you should check it out. I don't know if it'll be your jam, but it's like.
Well, you are on the Jam the Bar YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, you know.
it's like Halloween-y kind of that sort of cutesy, creepy Halloween-y, but there's lots of there's some fighting and like comedy and it's good.
Cool,
The Grey Man's a bit more serious than Soul Eater, I would say.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah. It's been so long since I've seen it, so.
Now we can move on to more padding.
Yes.
What's your favourite three favourite manga? Go.
3 favourite manga. Blah blah. I'm in love with the villainess.
Okay.
Oh come on! It's not a manga, but it's a manhwa called Just Right There. It's not a hentai.
A manhunt.
A manhunt.
What did you say?
It's called. I pronounce it manhwa, but I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Manhwa. It's like it's like Korean manga or Chinese manga.
Yeah.
I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's called Just Right There. It's not a hentai. It may be a bit borderline, but it's not.
Oh.
It's actually really good. I also like Pulse as well. Those are probably my top 3. Again, that's probably a Korean manga.
What's Pulse like?
It's really good. It's cute. It's about a
It better not be a hentai, the other one, Ozan. I might put up screenshots on screen right now.
just get the PG screenshots from it.
Okay.
It's so Pulse is about a doctor who falls in love with a patient. I don't know if it's her patient. I think it's like someone.
Was he running out of patience?
Yeah, maybe. No, she falls in love with her patient. It's another Yuri. It's just really cute and adorable, and there's drama, and they live together, and and
they fuck, and they suck, and they swallow, just wholesome stuff.
Yeah,
it's real
stuff.
Wholesome.
Yeah, no,
it'll really get your gut.
Moments,
it'll really get your gut wrenching when the condom breaks.
they do marry each other in the end, so there's a nice wedding scene.
Breaks.
If I remember
the condom
rightly.
breaks. The condom breaks. Yeah. It might be a Yui one, so I might see.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is. It's a Yuri one. It's a Yuri one.
None of that, guys. Fuck you, guys. Leave the channel. Leave the video. Homophobes.
But yeah, no, it's really good. I recommend it.
My favourite manga. I'm looking at my manga. His manga den. He's got a good little collection of manga here. My first one has to be by Hideo Suma. I think it's the only one I have of his because a lot of his aren't translated yet, and I'm pretty sure it's printed the wrong. Well, in manga it's printed the wrong way. It's asked for the normal way, but I'm pretty sure they printed it not backwards, if that makes sense. Like how you read manga backwards.
I get you.
They printed it normally. It's weird.
Right to left.
I'm pretty sure. That's my copy. I know it's Hideo Suma Disappearance Diary. It's journalistic account of his life and struggles with alcoholism, but it's quite it might sound quite depressing, but the way it's interpreted is made quite hopeful, because of course he does beat his problems, of course, and he gets back into manga and all that, which is good. So it's written with it's written within the kind of a scope of hope, I guess. It's framed within hope. There's jokes in it. It's quite funny. It's quite humorous. It's definitely one I'd recommend. The author passed away sadly not too long ago at 69. At least he died the next year.
Of course, I knew that was coming.
Warning: he did draw quite a lot of lolicon stuff.
Oh.
He was known as the king of lolicon.
Oh.
He was known as the king. He basically pioneered the genre. That's his only that's his only thing. I did find one of his hentais once out of interest, because his hentais are translated in English, Ozan. Lucky us.
Okay.
And he had one about like an alien woman who crashes in a barn and fucking
This sounds a little bit strange.
Yes.
This one's not on the list, guys.
In anime, Ozan.
Yeah.
Strange. Second favourite has to be I got to throw in Uzumaki by Junji Ito. I know the ending's a bit divisive because it ends with them kind of giving up.
Yeah.
She gives up, but I like that ending. It's fitting in a way. It feels almost slightly very Japanesey to me.
Yeah.
I kind of just give up near the end. But to be fair, yeah, the world is full of this evil and kind of, maybe you could compare that to reality really, but it's full of this, in this case, a horrific evil, and it's all surrounding you. You can't really beat it. You can't do anything. Might as well just fall asleep in his den where other people are falling asleep and dying, and just fucking die.
Yeah.
I know they're making I think Adult Swim or Toonami, probably Adult Swim.
Yeah.
They're making an animated adaptation in black and white, which will be interesting to see. Reminds me of the Tintin. They made the Tintin film, and they made it kind of a mash between live action and animation.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. Guys, I'm recording with a USB microphone. Ozan fucked up. I told Ozan in advance, 20 emails saying that you need to bring your microphone, but she apparently didn't. She stole my manga too. She stole a lot of my manga.
No, I didn't.
She's got me in debt. It's not good, guys.
In debt?
It's not looking good. It's not looking good for me. So
Well,
support me on Patreon. USB microphone. That's why this one sounds shitty, and Ozan's recording on my proper
The
one.
loudness is probably better though, because I have a quiet voice.
I know it sounds fucking distorted. I'm gonna have to fix up mine. I'm not using a pop filter. I tried that, didn't work.
I think the natural distortion sounds kind of cool though. Cause
I feel like it adds to my personality, my
Yeah.
chaotic personality. The
No,
distortion really suits.
It can add like a little sort of radio sort of sound to it, because when you listen to those broadcast presenters and they have that kind of crispy, slightly distorted kind of sound to their voice.
Yeah.
I really love that.
That's
I don't know what it
interesting
is,
take.
but it's just
I definitely agree.
it's the tonality, it's the sort of EQing, and
it's almost
where
punk
it is
as
in the
well,
spectrum.
because
Yeah.
YouTube has kind of evolved now where it's becoming, you can easily get the best equipment.
Yeah,
so why not be
definitely.
nostalgic in a sense and get the worst equipment to kind of reflect the what YouTube was supposed to be, independent content creators, and I'm probably sounding a bit like a politician.
No, I like what you're saying there. Like, in a way, that's inspiring,
Because
because
punk,
not
really,
everybody, not everybody also has the access to the biggest and bestest equipment in the world. So, just starting out with a USB mic and just doing what you can, and you might not have a stand for it.
And it's passion really is the main thing, I think, to pull through, to keep uploading. Which obviously I don't have. My last video was 2 years ago. But,
no, just keep trying.
Yeah.
Even if you don't upload regularly, just
I could be like
every
Jontron.
few months.
I'm
over
thinking
the
of
course
myself
of
like
years,
Jontron, guys. I'm thinking of myself as Jontron.
Yeah.
Terrible upload schedule, but best shit.
Yeah. Quality, not quantity, is what they say, right? So
definitely, yeah.
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 Good point, yeah, because I think
walking down the quality street.
I'm not sure if you were around with this, Ozan. Well, you probably were. You were born, you existed, but you might not have been paying attention to it on YouTube. But with the commentary channels where they would upload daily, just talking about a video, and then they put gaming background to them talking, not adding too much. A lot of those videos have been forgotten now. Only guy I really like from that thing anymore, I don't know much about them, so don't kill me for this, but I fuck with Pyrocynical. Pyrocynical still makes good videos to me. He always seems to be putting effort into it. I might have a bias because I'm English, but Pyrocynical was one of the goats, and Leafy Azir just completely fell off. And he was pulling in the big numbers. He was one of the big guys. But this is known. This was known years ago. And they fell off and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Last manga.
Yeah. No, it's I like it when you go off topic, but
thanks. It's going to keep happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes. It depends. Sometimes I don't understand what you're on about, but I do like it when you go off topic sometimes because it's just it's interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna bring in the money, Ozan. I think I'm gonna have to say split this because I think I'm gonna go for Shintaro Kago's Super Dimensional Love Gun, which I reviewed on the channel, but because it is that good, it's bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some sus stuff in. I'll say that. I showed it to Ozan, and she didn't want to take it. She didn't want to take it home with her. She didn't want to read it for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it did look a bit sus.
It's pretty funny though, guys. I'll say it's pretty. If you're into that shock humour, perhaps a bit of South Park, but merged into like an anime style, a bit Junji Ito-esque, I guess, or that kind of. It's weird, guys. I'll say that. I was going to also say a bonus, I guess, because one I've been reading now quite a bit is Yosakawa Family. Ozan, am I pronouncing that right?
Yosakawa Family. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it should be that. Okay, fuck you. It's that now, because it's an anime series that I don't always like. I'm not sure if you're like this, Ozan, but I don't always like buying individual. I like buying it when it's all compact into one, so I don't have to keep buying.
Yeah, no,
even if I had to spend a bit more.
I mean,
because otherwise it can feel like a waste if you aren't really enfolded in it. You don't click with it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No, I totally get what you mean. I think I do agree with that. I prefer buying it in packs as well, like because I've got a bit of the Death Note mangas, and because there are so many, you don't just want to keep going back to the store paying £7. Not to say. Don't pay the mangakas because they do amazing work.
Sam, do you pirate anime? Do you pirate anime?
Oh.
We both do. We're both pirates.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? I mean,
we buy our manga though, so we're still supporting the industry.
Yeah, I do try to buy some manga every now and then. Or if I really like an anime film, like I've got a couple Ghiblis and I've got a Silent Voice, so I do try to buy things every now and then.
When it hits you, when you think it deserves that profit. I think definitely you should go out and buy that, or in any way really. I've got shirts from Serial Experiments Lane. I want to get more anime merch, but they're Japanese usually, or I've got the figure though. I've got the Spike's family figure there.
Yeah. Oh, I've just noticed that. Yeah. Oh, that's adorable.
I've got the Bob's Burger girl too.
Yeah. Bob's Burgers. Yeah. Oh, that's good. But yeah. No, I agree with that. Like, if you can spend like I can't remember how much 1 to 3 volume in one book is, but if it's like 10 to 15 quid and you can get 1 to 3 versus getting 1 to 3 individually for £7 each, and also it saves you having to make as many trips to the bookstore,
definitely,
so you're not as tempted to buy as much. But that's just because I'm like I'm not completely stingy, but a bit, cost of living and all that.
Definitely. I was going to say that too. I was going to say context.
Yeah.
We're university. Well, I'm a university student. Ozan's probably in a worse or similar situation. Yeah. Ozan doesn't get like weekly money. Like my thing gives me at least some money per week. Yeah. Well, when I'm in university, I'm not getting any now. So there's that. But I don't have to worry about too much really. I'm living the high life.
Yeah.
Ozan's the lower class. Ozan's rotting in the box.
Rotting in my bedroom. No, I work part-time for an agency, and I don't always get paid every week.
Cuck, what you working?
Yeah, so I don't always. Sometimes
that's how you fucking Redditors sound.
I don't always understand the pay system, so I don't question it really, because I found I was a bit brain boggled. I tried to question them once, and I just got brain boggled. So I just sort of leave it, which I know is probably not the best thing to do. But, I still get paid at the end of the day, and I don't mean to sound stingy by that, but obviously we all need to get paid so we can live. It's just how life is in the Western world. We all need our paycheck so we can basic survival hierarchy of needs.
Not me though. Not me though. I'm above you all.
He's joking. I feel like every time he says something, I just have to clarify he's joking. Like, but yeah.
I'm a convicted. Come on.
Felon.
No.
No, joking. But yeah, no.
I didn't even get. We didn't even get to the. I didn't even get to the manga.
Yeah.
This is the Procrastinators podcast.
Maybe we'll just call it that. We could call it that.
No, I was referencing another podcast. So it was a podcast called that. So yeah.
We could call it the Procrastinator Manga podcast or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we're stealing your podcast.
Yeah.
Because we're actually procrastinating.
Yeah. I was gonna say quickly as well. Yeah, so I'm similar age to James, but just not at uni at the moment. But might go to uni, might go back to college. Not quite sure at this point.
Only 10.
Okay, enough about me.
10, I'm 7. Only 10. Get the fuck back in the attic. Only 10, no! Sorry guys, I just had a little bit of a bit of a problem there.
A little bit of a size. He's practicing for his voice acting gig. That was just a pillow, by the way. He's not actually murdering someone. Yeah. Okay.
It was the body pillow.
Anyway, next,
let me talk about this last manga. Yosakara Family quickly.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying it's good, it's interesting for me that I'm buying it and it's in separate copies at the moment is because it's worth it. It's very good. It's a good series. It's got me. If you're a fan of Spy X Family or Buddy Daddies, it'll definitely appeal to you. It's that similar vibe. I would say it's more like Spy X Family because it's more that eccentric kind of fully out there vibe, whereas Buddy Daddies was quite constrained and realistic and very serious at times. I won't spoil it because Ozan hasn't seen it all.
Oh no, Spy X Family I've seen. Is it?
I know Buddy Daddies.
Oh, Buddy Daddies. No,
Spy X Families. I'm not liking as much, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see your thoughts.
This is the thing.
But yeah, Sorry. I'll quickly conclude my thoughts.
Yeah.
Read Yosaka Family. It's even if you have to get it like a one bundle. I honestly got 3 and 4 together because I had money on my Waterstones cards. Fucking do it. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I got it.
Sorry, quick side note.
Yeah.
Is that like a membership card? Like
you
Tesco's
get like
and Nectar? Or?
Basically, yeah, and you eventually, if you buy enough books, then you can get a book free, basically, and it worked to that. So I was like, fuck yeah, fuck yes, mummy.
The more you know, the more you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. So there was a quick side note I had, but I've kind of forgotten what it is now. No, I can't remember it. I might remember it.
Okay, guys, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Are we finished now, or we're still going, or?
Still going, yeah.
Still going? Okay.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
So now let's get into the meat of the podcast. Me and Ozan are going to discuss this little manga book I gave to her. She still hasn't given it back.
Yeah.
It's called An Invitation from a Crab. I put a review out on it on my YouTube channel. Let me plug that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What's your thoughts?
So.
Okay, so my thoughts are that it's
Death Stare. No. My thoughts. I find it okay. I guess I like things with a bit more action paced, or I've just sort of gotten used to that. So, reading the manga, it was quite slow paced. So sometimes I struggle to focus when it's more slow paced. But I think I really enjoyed the parts between the chapters where there were the writing.
Oh yes, definitely.
The writing and the paragraphs, because I think the mangaka just had such an interesting outlook on life, where he really made me shift my perspective.
I know that in one of Troll the Golden Witch's videos, she even says, because it's never really mentioned like the gender of the person. It's kept quite
under wraps.
It's kind of it could be either, couldn't it? Really, it seems feminine sometimes. They go to school wearing dress.
That's a very interesting point. I never really thought of that. I guess because I don't mean to sound like a dick, but we all have gender bias in our heads. Like when we do see someone,
I think that's what I'm thinking too. I'm trying to be.
So when I saw the character, I think my brain instantly assumed, and I'm being honest about that. We don't mean to, but
it's one of those hard things too, because it's like, well, is this biographical or is it just the things in between that are biographical?
Yeah.
Because there's fucking like talking fish and stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing.
I know some people take liberties on that kind of stuff, so there isn't much information about it from what I've heard. It's kept under wraps, really.
Yeah, I mean, I found that whole thing a little bit interesting because when using anime as a reference, because I watch more anime than I read manga, a lot of the time, when there's the start of a lot of anime will explain what the hell is going on and what the world is and everything, right? But this manga strayed from that. It didn't
and some
have
anime
that,
do that too much. And some anime do that too much, like Spy X Family, where they explain every little detail. It's like My Hero Academia. Wow, you're such a great wife. I must show her appreciation for how much of a great wife she is. Yeah. Well, Lloyd's such a great husband. I must show her how much I love him. Wow, I love Daddy and Mummy. I'm a lolly. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Yeah. I think some things are just over-explained in anime. But this one, the manga, it took a completely different approach where it didn't really explain much of anything of what was going on. And I don't know, it felt kind of like a dream world, but
I thought
you don't really know whether it's a dream world or not, to be honest. It reminds
me of Silent Hill a bit, a tiny bit, because it is that kind of almost awkwardness. Yeah. About it doesn't always. Yeah. It could be. It's fiction first and foremost, so it could just be their version of reality is our version of fiction. If that's the best way to put it. My mind doesn't always. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, say that again. Their version of
reality.
Version,
yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is like what we think of as normal. Like if we went to an alien planet, perhaps is the best way to put it, and they were kind of like walking on water or something. They got not walking. That's shit. That's shit, James. Come on. They're walking on clouds, and they're like, "What? Yeah, walk on clouds. That's a bit peculiar, huh?" Yeah. It's just. Oh, that fucking made no sense.
Yeah. I'm a bit lost now. Wait, I've just realised. I think we've only mentioned what the manga's called once. So.
An Invitation from a Crab by Panpanya.
Yeah, that's it. Because I can't remember whether we actually said what it is or not. So we're just talking about this amazing. I think it's amazing. I think it is a good manga. Yeah. It definitely makes you think, and I love manga that do that. It's not just like you read it and it's the same kind of same old. It makes you go into more of a philosophical mindset, or it shifts your perspective.
What do you think of the art style? Because it's got quite a grungy almost art style.
Yeah, I'd say
if that makes sense.
It's almost like a mix.
It's quite the DIY art style. Sorry. Go on.
It's less
that doesn't mean anything.
Really. It's more like just regular drawings. Some of it, as if he just took a pencil and paper and drew and didn't use all the manga equipment and
definitely.
That kind of
good point.
That sort of sketchiness kind of in the sketching and the loose kind of backgrounds and lines kind of makes me feel like it's a dream world even more.
Yeah, definitely. It reinforces it, doesn't it?
Yeah. It makes me feel like it's more of a dream world. And then what makes me feel like it's not a dream world is the fact that she went on a train. Oh, spoilers. She went on a train to another place, and then towards the end she took the train back. Yeah. And that makes me feel like it's not a dream world.
It has a biographical approach to it sometimes. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I've just had a really interesting thought. Maybe it's an exaggeration, a huge exaggeration of the author's experiences on the train.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Going ending up in the wrong place entirely, feeling like everything's kind of alien and out of this world.
Do you remember the short story she did on the elevator? The elevator story.
I've not read that.
I
don't think. Oh wait,
it's a very short one.
It's
almost horror-like because she just goes up an elevator in the dark, and it turns out someone's cutting onions, and that's why everyone was crying.
Yeah.
But it has you in constant
sorry, I do know what you're
mystery
talking about.
And almost misery because you wonder because the art style reinforces that out of its. I hate myself for saying DIY approach because that doesn't mean anything really. But that kind of arts and craft kind of. I'm not an artist. I am an artist, but I'm not very good at words.
Sort of black and grey, black and white, but sketchy like lots of sketches, lots of pencil marks, less manga, more kind of semi sort of Western. You could show some images of the manga as well, so that the audience can get more of an idea of what
I'll
we're
also
talking
show an
about.
image of your credit card information. And
Don't you dare! Haha! Joke's on you. I don't have a credit card.
The lower classes really have fallen. I want to do a rich person voice, Ozan. This doesn't sound like that. Fuck it.
No.
It should sound like you don't really know what you're saying, and you can become prime minister speaking like this, and Ozan, we gotta get Britain back on track, and exaggerate must learn my words.
I'm not quite sure what you sound like right now.
I'm not going to bring up his name because he's a massive egotist, and he'd want that.
Yeah.
I'm fucking cucking him.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. There was one other thought. Talking about the art style, how it had even more shadows and it went more dark and dingy when she was working in, like, say, the factory. That's what I would call it. And I think it's a good representation of, like, sort of getting stuck in that cycle of, like, working a job or working something where you're unhappy, because the art style kind of like reflects that. Not to say that the character ever seemed sort of really unhappy, but I think there were definitely some references to economy and working jobs within it. And
I think they have that with the ending, don't they? They shows like you're getting a promotion, and they enter the room with the boss. I think he has a scuba diver mask on his head, like a SpongeBob, like a SpongeBob character. But and then it's just revealed that all the other employees now are just on the bikes, keeping electricity going for the machine she built to keep it all. So her promotion is worse, basically.
Yeah. No, it's got some good undertones of the working world and how in some cases it's not joyful for everyone. I can't think of the words really, but
I think that's a good way to put it. It's quite real, even though it's not real because it's fish people.
Yeah, it's real, but it's not real. I love the last bit on her Sunday where she was trying to enjoy her Sunday. That's
a beautiful story, folks. You got to read.
Yeah.
You got to read that one.
Yeah,
that one's,
I won't spoil too
really,
much, but
really good. That one.
It was. I think it was a lot to say about time, really, and how we use our time, and so it's good. It makes you think, and that's what I love about this manga. Yeah.
Good points. Yeah. I think I was going to elaborate on a bit of what you said. Yeah, it's really peaceful. The last story too, I'd say definitely.
Yeah,
it's got that,
definitely.
The vibe is very. It's if you're going to read any story, read that one because it's got a good twist in the end, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so, if I remember rightly as well. But yeah, no, it's an interesting one if you like philosophical, everyday life kind of, but in another world kind of manga, anime, slice of life.
Yeah.
I say anime. Well, yeah, no, if you like anime and manga. Yeah, and slice of life. Because I would say it's slice of life, wouldn't you?
Definitely, yeah. Weird. It was weird to put it in that genre in a sense because it is the exaggerated sense of it.
Yeah.
It's elements, I would say, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's also that kind of. It's weird. It'd be weird to see it next to a bunch of normal looking happy slice of life.
Yeah,
things.
like I love this. Oh, this is one of my favourite animes actually, Slice of Life. How to look after a mummy, not how to train a mummy.
I thought you were going to say how to train your dragon.
No, how to train your dragon. No, that's really good. But yeah, maybe on another episode we can go into that.
How to train your dragon?
No. How to look after a mummy. I think it'd be worse if I did actually just say how to train your mummy, because I'm talking about like a little mummy wrapped in paper. By the way, just
a little
saying.
mummy.
Yeah.
It's a lolly.
No, a little. It's
Sign
tiny.
me up.
It's
Get
tiny.
me a copy of this.
It's tiny.
Get me a copy of this.
It's like a.
Ozan, I want a copy. I want a copy. Go back to Waterstones.
It's really cute. Called Me-chan. Editor, put Me-chan on the screen. It's so fucking cute. I definitely recommend it if you like Slice of Life.
Editor, put up.
And cuteness.
Put up James down the bar behind bars because he's clearly pushing.
He's pushing the boundaries, guys. James says loads of random shit, but he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. When we first met, I was a bit like, what? But then, as I got to know him more, you know, I know him as at least I hope.
Anyway,
Okay, guys, I think that's it. Oh wow.
Yeah, I think that is it. I think that's the end of our relationship too. I think this is it, guys. I think this is the first and final episode of Animania.
Bye, guys.